Did you say profits versus sages? No, fool, I said profits versus wages. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald Alfred, aka GC's, in the place to be, and it is a beautiful Wednesday, guys. I am up early and at 'em, really getting to work, striving early. And the thing that I thought would be perfect to talk about on today is profits versus wages. Because if you guys know anything about anything, you know that profits are where you need to be at and wages are what you pay your employees. Now, if you're still making a wage right now, then, that just lets you know that you're an employee. And, there are certain steps that you can take to go from employee to being the person who pays the employees. But first, you got to understand the difference between profits and wages. Because I was taught, that, for matter of fact, from Jim Rohn, actually, for those of you guys who know who Jim Rohn is, I was taught from Jim Rohn that if you want to make a living, then you earn wages. Wages make you a living, but profits make you a fortune. And it took a second to really sink in and realize it. But then I started to take a look around, and everyone that I knew was making wages. They're working for a wage salary, you know, and especially, some of my friends who were fresh out of college, they were excited. Oh my gosh, I got my first job and it's 17 an hour, 18 an hour. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Look, that's cool, man. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Really proud of you, but you're still under a time restraint. You're still having someone tell you that your time is only worth less than $20 to them an hour. So it's like literally less than $20 an hour. And you got to think, guys, taxes are being took out of that. Social Security that you're probably not going to get is being taken out of that. These are things that come with the territory. And if you really just sit back and analyze it, like, my time with these guys is less than $20 an hour. Think about how fast you can blow $20. If you have a family of more than, two people, that's a dinner. If you go out to dinner, that's a dinner, unless you're ordering strictly off the dollar menu. But it's like, that's a dinner, $20. So what they're saying is an hour of your time isn't even worth, your family's dinner. You understand me? That's where it comes from. That's where it all strings from. And I'd be, excuse my language, but I'd be damned if somebody tells me that my time is only worth $20 to them, for an hour. Straight up. That's how you have to be, because when you understand where your value is placed, you understand where you can start setting your bar. But you have to understand, guys, that not everybody is valued that high, because what have you done to expand your value? The reason people who graduate from college they get higher paying jobs is because they're valued higher. And the reason that they're valued higher is not because they're any specialer than you. In most cases, a lot of these guys really aren't. They just have more opportunities than you do. But it's not that they're any more special than you. It's just because they're looked at as more valuable because they took the time to further their education. So when you're looking to start, getting into more money, you're going to need to start looking towards how to make a profit. And, I'm a guy like you, understand me? I grew up in an area where you didn't really have time to do extra stuff. You was going job to job to job. Most people work two jobs in the area that I know. If you really want to make some good money, they're working two jobs. Otherwise, there's one job, and that one job is really breaking their backs, but they would love to work another job because they need more money. But think about how smart this really is, guys. When you work these, more than one job, uh, your energy and time is being split up into halves and multiple pieces because you're either paying with your time or your money. And so you're paying a lot with your time. You only have a few hours to yourself. In all actuality, you're going to burn yourself out. And that's why you have so many people that once they get to a certain age, they can only say, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. It's because they are. They've been working so hard for this long, strenuous time period with no rest. It doesn't matter how great of a person you are, how great of an athlete you are. Everybody needs their rest. Like think about people that are training for the Olympics. You're already focused. You already know that you need to train. You already know that you're practicing. You need to practice, and these guys are out here practicing every day. So you don't pay for a coach to tell you how to train. You already know how to train. You pay for that coach to tell you when to rest because you're gonna work your butt off and get to a point where you're at exhaustion and you don't have any more in you to keep pushing forward, and you eventually just crash. And then when you crash, you're there for a while because you have to recover. This is where we see a lot of people literally crash out financially because, they work so hard to take care of their bills, to take care of, all the things they need to take care of, that they don't get to stop and smell the roses. That's why 9 o'clock Monday mornings is when the most people have the most heart attacks. The most people die of heart attacks on Monday morning at 9 o'clock than any other time doing any other thing. And that's because they dread going to work. Because they know that they're exerting themselves for barely any pay and they're worth way more than that. What I'm here to tell you guys is that there's definitely an easier way, and that's really a part of I figured out in my life mission, and that's to get people to understand that you don't have to stress over these things. You don't have to stress over these money problems. That we've only been taught one way to get money. You understand me? And that's to go out and get a job. We've never been taught any other way. You might have heard stocks and bonds and stuff, but if you don't know anything about it, then you don't want to jump in. We're raised that way, and we're taught that if you do stocks and bonds, uh, it's risky. It's risky. I'll tell you what's risky. What's risky is playing the same game every year at the same job, hoping that you'll start getting more money. That's risky because in my experience of life, it's very rare. Most people are still making a day what they were making 10 years ago, and that's sad. That's sad. Before I leave real quick, I want to ask you this simple question. How long do you want your child to remain in fourth grade? Seems easy enough, but just truthful. How long would you want your what 9 years old, 10 years old child? How long would you want them to remain in the fourth grade? For the fourth grade, that 1 year. So why is it that we taking it unto ourselves to once we graduate school, we just stop growing? We leave it right there. And that's exactly why we as a society are stuck where we're stuck at. We can't complain about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer if the poor aren't doing anything to advance themselves. All the living in this free country of America, all the options, all the opportunities have been given to us. We just have to reach out and grab it. You know what I'm saying? It's just about taking it to the next step, taking it to the next level. But if you don't know how to do that, you're going to stay stuck. So what I encourage you to do is to scroll down and click that link below. And what it's going to do is it's going to redirect you to a video that's going to start showing you how you can make a change in your life to where you can start earning profits over wages today. And, I understand. Like I said, I come from the same place you guys come from. So I understand that you work a full-time job, you have a full family, that, you really don't have time to put anything else on your plate. And that's exactly why I'm here, because you really don't. So you need to figure out how you can make these profits part-time on the side from the comfort of your own home. Now, if I was able to do that for you, would you be a lot more interested? Of course you would. And the great news is that's exactly what I'm able to do for you. So what I want you to do right now is just take your mouse, scroll right on down to the description box, and right in the description box, you're going to read, join me on our success journey. And then there's going to be a little Google link. Click that Google link, and it's going to take you to a video. And I'm telling you, your life will be changed. It's your boy, Gerald Alfred, aka GCs, and I will see you on the other side.